Is it time yet? Can we now finally agree that Smile was terrible and as a franchise it's even worse somehow? Fuck me, but when I get dehydrated, I can't help but get a good old glass of Voss water. Oh yes, the delicious, refreshing taste of Voss water is something that's just too good to be true. So you just have to add Voss water into your life, into every moment of your life, into every scene of your movie. Put it everywhere. Drink Voss, drink Voss, drink Voss. Oh, I'm sorry, did you want some movie with your water commercial? Too bad, fucker! So Smile is back with Voss. Remember that time that they did a Smile movie and it was about a demon that follows you for 7 days and then just kills you? Like every other demon horror movie ever, yeah. And remember that they didn't really establish that many rules, and then when they did establish rules, they just broke them at the end of the film. Don't worry, this time they're not going to do that. They're not going to bother with rules. They're not going to bother giving limitations to what the demon can do. No. The demon can do whatever the fuck it wants. It has total control over you. It can time manipulate. It can make hours pass in seconds for you, which seems odd because don't you want to torture them as much as possible before killing them? So shouldn't you use every valuable hour of that week to just torture them more? And if you can time manipulate, wouldn't you do it the reverse way and slow things down? Doesn't matter. And yeah, the demon can literally, it is all powerful to the tune that 20 to 30 minutes at least of this film doesn't actually happen. Sorry, that's a spoiler, but I can't not talk about how incredibly irritating that is. I have no idea how much of the film actually happened. Might be none of it. I mean, it's probably at least the start and the end. There could easily be a good hour in the middle that just didn't happen. So Skye is a singer and also the worst person ever. Yeah, she caused a crash a year ago that killed her boyfriend and almost killed her. And then she got clean off drugs, but is still terrible to everyone around her. Like, she gets back in touch with this old friend that she was horrible to, and is just like, can you come over and help me with my problems? Doesn't ask her about herself, and is just talking about herself the whole time. She's the worst. She is awful. And then she gets kind of a little bit what she might maybe deserve a little bit by getting attacked by this demon that's going to latch onto her. Literally while she's going to buy, painkillers, so not drugs, but yeah, she's sneaking by at everyone's back and not being clean again because her back hurts. Because she caused a crash that injured her back. And this is the one we're meant to root for 2 full hours. It's a long movie. No, horror sequels don't get to do this. Demon horror movies are not made to be long. I'm sorry. Slashers being long in other horror movies is sometimes you can get away with it. A demonic horror movie should be a lot shorter than this, especially a sequel. Like, I thought the trailer looked quite bad. Like, some of the jump scares in the trailer were embarrassingly bad. And yet they're all actually in the film. And worse, they are all actually the highlights from the film. That is about as good a trailer as you actually could have made out of this film, which is incredible and horrible to me. It's nuts. Skye really didn't need much to push her over the edge, but the demon gives her plenty. Because there will be literally an interpretive dance sequence with demons grabbing her and throwing her about. Yeah, this has the rewatchability of paint drying. I cannot imagine watching this film again, but from what happens, from how much of the film doesn't actually happen, like, that's the worst part. They make it 2 full hours and then reveal a huge chunk of the film didn't even happen, doesn't matter. For some reason, and I literally can't figure out the reason. For some reason, people don't seem to hate this. People seem to really like the first one. I was shook because it was the most basic, crappy, paranormal demon idea, and it had been done a million times in different ways. But people liked it. And then it gets this sequel, where, to me, even going off the first idea, it's doing fucking nothing with it. It is embarrassingly bad. And yet, people are still enjoying it, and I'm really confused. I'm a big horror fan. I don't know what's going on with these. The whole point of a demon horror movie is to have, like, rules about what it can and can't do, you know? Like, it can't just do anything. So if it can just do anything, it's like you shouldn't have an omnipotent villain, just like you shouldn't have an omnipotent hero. Batman and Captain America, some of the most beloved superheroes, because they're the weak ones, and they have to figure out how you get the win over the big baddies. Same thing here, like, the demon is all powerful. Once it's latched onto you, you're done. So why watch the film? Like, there is nothing left that is interesting about this to me. I don't understand how people are loving it. The whole film and franchise just feel incredibly pointless, and I'm giving Just Voss Water 1 star. I've never seen a more blatant bit of product placement, unless it's like actually being made into a joke on purpose. It felt like a joke, how much they added in it. It was crazy. It was like, it's like if Lightning McQueen was in a Cars movie, but actually looked like had as many advertisements as a NASCAR car actually has on them. It's grim.